Okay, so GQUUUUUX finally ended. I gotta say, it was a pretty good ending. Like, not great, but I thoroughly enjoyed every second of it. It's got a lot of homages and references, and like, man, it's unintentionally funny in the best ways possible. I mean, what do you mean you can the OG granddaddy just turned from high grade to a perfect grade? No, not even perfect grade. It's like mega size, a mega size Gundam, and then just started whacking on everybody. Is Bandai gonna sell a grayscale mega size Gundam now? Probably. It's Bandai, you know. They gotta make that bread, gotta make that money. Man, I'm not gonna lie. Like for a second there, I honestly thought the Granddaddy is gonna turn into New Gundam. Just think about that. That would be fucking hype. But then if it turns into New Gundam, it'd probably just wipe out the whole universe in a second or something. The GQUUUUX wouldn't be able to handle that. It's so funny to me when Shalia called out Shah saying like, "You're gonna do the exact same thing as Kisilia, basically annihilating the whole human population on Earth." And I was like, "Yeah, he's definitely gonna do that because us Gundam fan, we all know how he's gonna go down as a character. They are so lucky to have Sayla or Artesia to lead Xeon because she's gonna do so much better than Char. At least she's not that much of a extremist. She's not gonna wipe out the whole population on Earth. So from the flashback, we can see that this version of Lala, it's not from the canon universe because obviously she died in the canon universe and Char lives on. But in her universe, Char gets killed by Amuro instead of her. So that's how she, kind of went crazy and then created all these multiverses. I gotta say, man, this face right here, this is meme material. I know she's very sad and desperate. That's why I said this series is just unintentionally funny. So the way GQUUUUX defeated the Gundam, the whole thing is so Eva coded. Like, man, they sure exercise their free will for a series that's so heavily focused on freedom for new type. They sure did their thing. Like they did whatever the fuck they want. Like when GQUUUUX opened his mouth, come on, man. That's you can't tell me that's not an Eva. And don't forget about that AT fill too. And then Mashu give Shuji a little bit of a Toku no Jitsu. Like I said, the whole thing is so Evangelion coded. And then when you hear GQUUUUX started talking, it's actually the original Japanese voice actor. Well, I watched it in sub. So for Amuro, basically implying that somehow Amuro's consciousness or his soul is inside GQUUUUX. As Shalia Bull also mentioned that the Omega Psychomu has O parts from the other side as well. And then you can also see from this scene where these hands kind of looks like Amuro's hands in his pilot suit, and then holding Mashu's hand. But it's so confusing. Like, how did they get his consciousness from the other side? Like, how did he get there? There's so many unanswered questions in the series. Like, they didn't explain the whole backstory for Shuji. This character is still so confusing. Like, where did he come from? What's his background? Like, who exactly is he? Like, we still don't know that. Also, the whole Shuji trying to kill Lala thing, it's kind of, he doesn't really have to do that. Like, he could have just communicate telepathically with Char and explain to him what's going on. Maybe they can work together. Because he was saying Char is resisting this world. Then just tell him, oh, maybe don't do that because this universe is gonna collapse if you do that. I think he'll probably be pretty understanding of that. I think that's a little plot hole for the series. Maybe I'm just nitpicking because they need to have an antagonist. You know, they need to have a conflict, a resolution. You know, I get that. I just doesn't really make sense to me. Well, the ending there pretty much implies there's gonna be possibility of a season two, because Mashu basically said, the Gundam said we're gonna meet again. She and Shuji, of course. So hopefully, if we do get a season two, all of these questions can be answered. But yeah, I mean, it's been a really fun ride watching this series. I just really hope that it could have gotten more episodes to really flesh out the stories. Like 24 episodes would be great. Like first 12 episodes, you focusing on the clan battles aspect, and then the next 12 episodes you can dive into the whole Sharon's roles and then the whole multiverse kind of stuff. But yeah, it's still a good watch. It's definitely a great watch for all the Gundam fans out there. Hopefully, we do get a season two to answer all these questions we have. So yeah, that's basically my thoughts. And yeah, let me know what you think about the series.